All right, I'm going to show you how to smoke steelhead trout. Here's a big fillet I got, probably 18 inches. I'm going to just cook probably half of it, just 2 people eating, myself and my wife. And the other half I'll do up maybe 2 days from now and barbecue it. Yeah, it's called steelhead trout. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to coat both sides, the skin side and the meat side, with smoked salt. All right, and I'll show you the smoked salt I'm going to use, and you could find this online for yourself. It's really good stuff. Okay, so I'm using Redmond's real salt, and it's the cherry. There's a glare there. Here we go. Smoked Redmond real salt. You could find that online. And the cherry is good for like fish and pork. It's not too super, smoky. It's just the right amount for fish and pork. And that's what I like to use. So I'm going to, but before I do that, I was going to tell you, it helps it to stick if you put a little bit of avocado oil on the meat before you sprinkle it with the smoked salt. Okay, so I got the salt on the meat side. Now don't overdo it, right? It's about all you need. It's a nice little amount, but it's not like too much, okay? You don't want your fish too salty now, because you can overdo it. So don't get carried away. Here's the skin side. I want to spray a little bit of olive oil. Not olive oil. Avocado oil. It takes the heat. Avocado oil will take up to 500 degrees heat, which is close to about what we're going to be at when I get that barbecue up to, the temperature I need to cook these fillets. And you always want to sear fish at a high heat. And you're only going to be cooking them for, probably 3 minutes on each side. These aren't very fat fillets. They're about, I don't know, 5/8 thick. Maybe 3/4 in the very middle, like on this side here. But, Costco has much thicker fillets, especially their salmon fillet. Now, they got this at Walmart, and this is like I said, it's steelhead trout. So, they're a little thinner, but, you want to make sure when you go into the store, you want to flip that package over and make sure you can see the skin. It has nice, good skin side on the other side, because that's crucial when you're grilling. You want to first put it on skin side down on the grill. And you're going to spray the grill with the avocado oil before you put the meat. And you're not going to use foil. You're going to put the fillets right on the grill. So you got to use that avocado oil, okay, because it could take the heat. The olive oil, it's going to burn. You'll end up burning. And you don't want that. Okay, so now I got the smoked salt on both sides. And now I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. And now I'm going to get the grill going. Get it at about 400 degrees minimum. Between 450, 475. And then I'm going to put the smoker chips. I got some cherry wood and mesquite mixed up in a stainless steel bowl full of water. And I've been letting it sit for probably 3 hours now. The longer the better, I'm telling you. If you let those chips soak for a long time, it releases a lot more aroma from that wood. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it works. I'm telling you. So let your chips soak in that stainless steel or whatever dish you use in water for at least 3 to 4 hours before you drain it off and you put the chips in your little smoker box and put them on top of the coals. About 20 minutes before, you're going to put the fillets on the grill. So it's nice and smoking when you're putting the fillets on. Because like I said, these are only going to cook on the grill for about 3 minutes each side. So you want that smoke to be going really good when you go to put them on. Okay, so like I said, about 20 minutes before you're going to put the fish on, you want to get your wood chips that you soaked for at least 4 hours, drain it off, and put it in your little smoker box. And I got a mix of cherry wood and mesquite. We're about 425 or so. That's good enough. We're going to put the smoker box on. Just like that. Close her up. And we should be good here in about 20 minutes. Okay, so in the meantime, letting that the smoker chips stay on the grill for about 20 minutes before you put the fish on, you're going to go ahead and get your marinade prepared. And so you want to use 3 heaping tablespoons of brown sugar, preferably organic, and then 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 teaspoons of minced garlic, and I put just a dash of cayenne pepper. And then once that reduces down and it's all melted together, then you're going to add a teaspoon. I'm going to use this Sazon Caliente Badia brand seasoning. I really should have used smoked paprika, but I'm out. So I'm going to use this instead. 1 teaspoon. And then 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Okay. And then you're going to let that reduce down some more. And that's going to be your marinade that you're going to brush on the meat side only. And when you first put the fish on, you're going to put them down skin side down for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then you're going to flip it meat side up. My bad. Meat side down. But before you do that, you're going to coat it with that marinade on the meat side. It's marinade right here. Alright, so once it reduces down and you add in the, mix it up, and then you add in your 1 teaspoon of preferably smoked paprika, but if you don't have that, use something else. And then 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Mix that in, let it simmer, and turn it down closer to low. Okay, now I'm going to do ranch beans, and I personally like Walmart brand, the ranch style beans, the black can. Really good, man. They're really tasty. And so there's our beans, and then I have homemade coleslaw, which I'm not going to give you the recipe in this video. I'm going to have to do a separate video for that. But so basically we're going to have fish, ranch beans, and coleslaw. And it's going to come out really good. So it's been 20 minutes. I'm about to put the fish on the grill. But I'm going to use some more of this avocado oil and spray it on the skin side, because I'm going to go skin side down at first for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then flip it. Once I put the marinade on the meat side, I'm going to flip it meat side down for another 3 to 4 minutes. And before you put them on the grill, make sure you use the avocado oil, whatever brand you want, and spray your grill down real good with the avocado oil where you're going to put the fish, and that way it won't stick. And furthermore, let me see if I could find it right here. You're going to have to get a tool like this, okay? And it's basically like a spatula, but like a long one. It's a stainless steel, and it's real thin. And it's about, I don't know, 10 inches long, 9 inches long, about 3 to 4 inches wide. I think it's 3 inches wide. And that'll help you get up underneath there and turn it without making that fish fall apart. Trust me, it'll work. It works beautiful. Okay, so I'm right at 400 degrees, so that's like a minimum for fish. And it's going to be a hot cook, like I said, 3 to 4 minutes each side. But always use a digital thermometer. And you want to go to about 140, 142 to 144 on the fish before you pull it off. Make sure it's at that temperature. It'll be safe to eat, and it'll be cooked perfect, not too dried out. Okay. So now that we're ready, we're gonna spray down this grill, and it's gonna flare a little bit. And then we're gonna throw these steelhead trouts down, skin side up. Directly over the coals. About 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna check here in about 4 minutes, maybe a little under 4 minutes with my thermometer. Well, I'm not gonna check it. Because it's, trust me, about 3 to 4 minutes each side is going to come out perfect. So I'm going to wait till the very end to like flip it and then let it cook for another 4 minutes on the other side, and then check my temperature. I want to make sure it's about 140 minimum. 140 to 144. All right?
Okay.
All right, it's been 4 minutes. I got my marinade. I'm going to liberally put it on here on the meat side before I flip it over meat side down. I'm telling you, the secret, honestly, is the smoking chips, letting them soak long enough, and the marinade. That really wakes this fish up. Okay. Look at that. See how easy it is with this spatula? You don't tear the fish at all. Oh. Close it up. And then, don't throw away your marinade, because you can brush a little bit more on once you pull it off. All right.
Go ahead.
All right, we're like at 140 to 143. Oh, it's hot. So we're good. We're good.
Oh, we're
It's safe
good.
to eat. And it's nice and soft when it goes in, so that's how I want the fish.
Careful.
Pull these bad boys off. And we're done. Now we can add our beans and our coleslaw, and you brush a little extra marinade on here either side if you want, or just leave it the way it is. Dinner is served with our steelhead trout and ranch beans and our coleslaw. And I gotta say, man, coleslaw, in my personal opinion, it goes really good with fish, as well as chicken and other stuff. But man, with fish, it's really good.